In this video, I'm going to show you two responses from Pastor Jeremy Ferguson, who's accused of mismanaging funds and treating some kids very badly in the Philippines. Plus, we'll hear from a girl that stayed with him at some point previously.
Hi, I'm missionary Pastor Jeremy Ferguson, sent out from Highland Missionary Baptist Church in Gainesville, Florida. I've been serving the Lord here in the Philippines for going on 22 years this coming October. Part of our ministry here is an orphanage ministry we started 8 years ago, wherein we provide 24-hour shelter to kids who are abandoned or abuse victims and all kinds of other problematic backgrounds, and we provide complete care for these kids, spiritual care, physical care, emotional, absolutely everything. This orphanage ministry has grown a lot faster than what we had expected over the years, and it's recently reached over 160 kids. And all of these kids are well taken care of and loved, as if they're our own children. Recently we had a monitoring visit, a regular monitoring visit by the DSWD, and the next day they came back and raided us with over 100 armed policemen and a huge circus, and they took all the kids by force, claiming that there were allegations of physical, verbal, psychological abuse. They did not make any allegations of sexual abuse. They just made a lot of allegations about these different kinds of abuse. They were even saying that the kids were being fed rotten food with worms and rocks, and they were complaining about a lot of things, like there were some broken windows, and they didn't like the fact we had locks on the gates. So there was a whole list of complaints, and after the raid, they came back a few hours later and arrested me, saying that a couple of the kids were saying that I had forced them to kneel down in their room as a punishment and fed them rotten food that very same day. So therefore they were able to enforce a warrantless arrest, and I've been in prison since then and waiting for some trial stuff to happen. And we're just praying for these kids, number one, because these kids were like our own, and these kids were so close to us. The kids were literally crying and just going crazy when they were being forced to get into the government vehicles. They were throwing rocks, they were cursing, they were tackling me to the ground, begging me not to let them go. And there was nothing I could do. There was nothing our staff could do, because there was over 100 armed police officers within 16 minutes. And we have video to prove all of that from the CCTV footage from the facilities. And about 3 hours later, they came back with a SWAT team wearing full tactical gear with a SWAT truck to arrest big bad Jeremy Ferguson. And I've been in prison ever since. And we're just asking prayers, not about what you see here, but it's about what you don't see in the lives of the kids. The kids, they were kidnapped. They were just kidnapped, and they were traumatized. They did not want to go. They were ripped out of the place that they came to know as their home. We just had our first college graduate. She graduated magna cum laude. The kids' lives were going so awesome, and we just want to see it all restored. We want to see the ridiculous charges just dropped, the kids brought back to the orphanage, and just allow their lives to keep going on properly as it was. That's all I'm asking for. Thanks, and God bless.
Ako po si Micheline Alberca. Ako po ay 6 na taon na naninirahan sa New Life Baptist Church sa pangunguna po ni Pastor Jeremy Ferguson. Ako po ang kauna-unahang nakapagtapos po ng kolehiyo po sa DABSU po as magna cum laude. Ako po ay nagpapasalamat po sa Diyos sa mga taong ginamit niya upang maggabay po sa amin at mag-alaga. Sila pastor po at ang church, sila po naggabay sa amin, nag-provide po ng pangangailangan namin, hindi lamang physically, kundi spiritually. Tinuring po nila kaming parang sarili na rin po nilang mga anak. Ako po ay nalulungkot sa hindi magandang pangyayari. At kung meron mang anomalya, hindi labag sa batas, pang-aabuso, ito po nawa ay mahatulan ng nararapat na naaayon sa batas. Ako po ay nanirahan po roon at marami po akong natutunan na ma-apply ko sa aking mga buhay sa kung ano man yung tatahakin ko sa aking buhay at sa pag-improve ko sa kung ano yung kakayahan na meron ako. Ako ay masaya na nakilala ko sila dahil maaring kung wala sila, maaring wala rin ako ngayon dito sa inyong harapan upang magpasalamat sa kanila at higit sa lahat sa Diyos. Sila ay naging ilaw sa amin na nagbigay ng guidance as our second parents. Hindi man namin sila kadugo, pero tinuring nila kami bilang mga anak nila. Ako po, sa 6 na taon, ni minsan, hindi po ako naabuso. At ako ang patunay na marami akong natutunan sa buhay ko na nasa loob po ako ng pangangalaga nila. Na ma-apply ko sa aking buhay. Hindi po ako masaya sa nangyari. Ngunit kung ito ay kalooban ng Diyos, dinadalangin na lang namin ito. Ako ang patunay na hindi po ako inabuso, kundi tinulungan po nila akong umasenso.
Ako po ay si Missionary Pastor Jeremy Ferguson. Today is August 14, 4:26 in the afternoon. At nais ko pong ibahagi yung side namin about sa mga allegations na i-public natin ng DSWD about sa aming orphanage or children's home shelter. Noong August 10 ay pumasyal sila noong August 12 pumasyal sila sa amin and meron silang monitoring visit. On August 13th, the next day, dumating sila na napakamaraming mga social workers na may kasama maraming police, siguro 100 na armado pa. And pinusog yung aming facilities doon sa church sapagkat ang aming orphanage ay nasa katabi ng church mismo. At kinuha nila lahat ng mga bata at explain sa amin na yung purpose is maraming nakalisted ng reklamo. Yung number 1 is physical abuse, and hanggat sa ibang mga reklamo kagaya sa may padlock sa bakod, may combat wires sa taas. So maraming reklamo nila. At ang mga reklamo nila about sa physical abuse na sinasabi nila is yung mga bata ay pinapalo, tinatali, pinapapalupod, at never ako ginawa or gagawa ng ganun sa mga bata. At sa aming buong staff ay never po sila tinuruan naggagawa ng ganun action sa discipline. Maraming bata doon na napakapasaway at ang disiplina namin sa kanila is kausapin sila, pwede silang minsan pagalitan pag talagang pasaway sila. And mayroon din kaming time out, mayroon kaming isolation room, sineseparate sila pag hindi namin sila nakokontrol. Pero wala yung mga sinasabi nila na ginagawa namin ay hindi namin ginagawa yun. Never ako gagawa na yun and never po tinuturo yung aming staff na may kasamang licensed social workers pa na gawin ng ganyan ng bagay. At ang aming licensed social workers, sila yun naman in control sa discipline sa mga bata. Meron kaming house parents and sa kasalukuyan, meron kaming 12 house parents and 2 licensed social workers. So kapag yung mga house parents ay may problema sa mga bata na inalagaan nila at hindi nila kayang i-handle, tatawagin nila yung social worker para i-handle yung disiplina. And yung social worker nagka-counsel sa kanila at sila yung bahala. Pero wala na kaming tinuturo sa kanila na isaktan yung mga bata bilang disiplina. And sinabi din nila, narinig ko yung sabi ni director ng DSWD na yung mga bata, mayroong sinabi din yung mga hindi kumakain. Araw-araw ay nagsasayang kami ng higit ng 50 kilos ng bigas. Taba-taba ang mga bata doon. Busog na busog sila. Mayroon silang complete food. Sa lahat sila ang mga babies. Mayroon silang lahat ng gatas na sinasabi ng doctor na kailangan. Kung ito ay Nestrogen 1, Nestrogen 2, binibigyan sila lahat na yan. Walang kulang sa pagkain. Lahat sila ay nag-aaral sa school. May sariling school kami. May sariling teachers. At pag may mga sakit, lahat sila sine-check up. Mayroon kami mga pinaka-opera. Mayroon kami today mismo is ang aming first college graduate actually. Sa DAFZU Baccalaureate, graduate siya sa social work. Today, ang aming first college graduate. May ibang college student pa. So, yung buong buhay nila, amin yung sikaso sa bawat aspekto, kasamang spiritual, and everything. Nabanggit din ni Sir Director na may mga bata na may approved PCAR na ibig sabihin pwede na silang umuwi. Yung PCAR is Parental Capability Assessment Report. Pag na-approve yun, pag positive yun, ang bata ay pwedeng umuwi doon sa tao nakalagay sa PCAR. Mayroon kami mga bata na may positive PCAR na hindi pa pwedeng umuwi kasi hindi pa pumayag ang judge. Ang mga bata yan may mga court hearings pa at hanggat na pumayag ang judge, hindi namin sila pwedeng iuwi. Kaya, bagamat may positive PCAR, nandun pa sila. Hindi namin sinasabi na bawal umuwi. Sa 8 years ng aming orphanage, higit ng 300 children na ay aming tinulungan. 150 plus ay nakauwi na. Pag may positive PCAR, inuuwi sila agad na may discharge conference kasama ng social worker sa mga LGU social welfare. Higit ng 150 ang nag-uwi na. Walang kinukulong doon. And nakakalungkot lamang po ito mga accusations para sa akin personally also because bilang misyonaryo, ito ay isang naging malaking part ng aking mission work sa Philippines. Naawa kami sa mga bata sa kalsada, sa squatter, at nagbigay kami ng malaking effort. And sinukli nila sa amin is parang mga criminal. Pero binigay namin ang aming pinaka-best care. Meron din kaming mga video ng mga bata na wawala nang kinuha sila ng DSWD. Ayaw nila umalis. Sila ay nagbabato sa mga DSWD social workers, nagsisigaw at yung iba nagmumura pa kasi ayaw nila sumama, ayaw nila umalis doon sa orphanage. Kasi parang family nila na yan. And talagang alam nila na ginagawa na mabuti sa kanila and wala nang aabuso sa kanila. Yun lamang po ang isang pahayag. Salamat po.
Okay, so now that we've heard from Pastor Jeremy Ferguson, what are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below and let me know what are you thinking. Let's see what happens with this case because there's a lot of accusations, but is there any evidence of wrongdoing? Because many people said that the living conditions are a lot better in some parts of the Philippines for some of these kids, and they were screaming and crying. They didn't want to go. And yeah, anything you want to talk about, leave it in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys in the next video.